How's it going, everybody? Dana here with North Central Coins, and today is going to be a very epic day. My father-in-law has been very, very gracious to me and has handed down his coin collection. Now, he used to actually own a taxi company through the 70s and 80s, and he accumulated a lot of silver coins. Now, you can see right here, this sour cream container is pretty much just chock full of old silver, and then we have some random stuff over here. I don't know what it all is, it's all in envelopes. I think this one says 50-cent pieces, and I've already taken a look at some of the stuff inside here. I'll actually show you guys. This thing's a little tricky to get open, but there is some really awesome stuff that we are going to be going through. These things are absolutely awesome. I'm going to be going through all of them with you guys, but this right here, I don't want to have any spoilers, but I don't know what is in store for us. Look at that beauty right there. I don't want to touch it too much. Now, he didn't store these the best, I will say that. He just kind of kept them all in these jars and containers, but this right here in this condition is a $200 or $300 coin. Because it's a 1947 Maple Leaf. I still haven't checked it for any varieties, but this is a really good one right here, guys. And then also, right off the bat in this collection, we also have a first year 1935 silver dollar. So I have a feeling there might be some pretty good stuff in here. There is just so much to go through that I'm gonna probably tear some of these envelopes, like this right here. 7 dark pennies. 7 dark pennies. Like, I have absolutely no idea what could be inside this little treasure trove, but it looks like some old dark pennies in there, like it says on here. But this is going to be a really fun one, guys. I'm hoping there might be a few key dates in all of these silver coins. I'm going to probably sort them all out, and then we'll go through all of them. But before I can start tearing into all of this, I would really appreciate if you guys would hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you would like to see more coin collecting content just like this. And then what do you guys say we start tearing in to this absolute treasure trove of Canadian coins? Let's get it, guys. Now, to start this off, I noticed these cards in the collection. At first, I thought they might be envelopes, and I got super excited, but I think these things are super cool. He must have got them in a coin exchange back in the 70s or 80s, and basically, these are all key dates right here. Like, that's the 1921. It also has some information on the back. They call this the Prince of Canadian Coins. Has some information about the mintage, and then it gives the approximate value back then. Like this, they appraised at $300. I think this is going for tens of thousands right now. This one is absolutely hilarious. The 1948 silver dollar. I think they call this the king of silver dollars, but super low mintage, 18,000. And back then they were appraising it at $35. Right now, I know you can grab one of these for $1,000, even if it's been cleaned or it's been through the meat grinder. These things are one of the most valuable Canadian coins there is. And there's just a whole bunch of these. These things are absolutely awesome. I don't know if these are collectible at all, but I'm sure someone would love to add these to their collection. But very cool. The 1925 nickel, $13. You know what I would give to have a little hindsight and be able to go back in time and buy some of these coins when they're at this price. Look at this, $65 for a $10 gold piece. $2 for the 1926. That's another gold piece right there, $23. I think gold is worth a whole heck of a lot more than that right now. Some of these are darker than others too. I don't know if that means that they're older or what's going on, but $5 for a 1938. And then this is a duplicate. So I do have a few duplicates here. Maybe I can give some of those away eventually because these things are pretty darn awesome, and I definitely do not need 2 of them. And the 1948 dime, $2. I think that's worth a lot more than $2 now. The 1922 penny, that is super valuable. Very, very cool. I like the information on the back of these as well. but we got quite a few of them. There's the 1945. I don't think there's any cards here on that 1947 that we did get, the 47 Maple Leaf. And what is this? 1935 $25 bill. So I guess there were ones for bills too. It looks like he wrote and did some math on this one, unfortunately. But it's all good. Very cool. Little stack of old cards from a coin exchange. What does it say right here? Canada Coin Exchange, Richmond Street, Toronto. And I don't see a year anywhere, but these are all numbered as well. 16, 17. So we'll see how much of a sequence we have. Maybe I'll lay them all out at the end of this video. But very, very cool. Alright, so I just busted into that bag of dark pennies, and the first thing that stuck out to me is this right here. This is a very old Queen Victoria large cent. It's got some wear on it. It's missing the C in cent. Now I don't know if that is from wear or if that is possibly an error from this date, but it's not in the worst condition ever. Honestly, the Queen's bust is looking all right there, and it still has a little bit of sheen to it, some nice toning, so that's already a nice little large cent to add. And we just got a couple worn, beat up old George V's, no key dates, but a 32 and a 33. I will always add these nice old George V pennies. They are very nice, hard to find when you're coin roll hunting, that's for sure. And just a little handful of George VI pennies, no key dates, just a 45, 41, and a 47 Maple Leaf. And also one 1943D Steely wheat penny. Pretty cool little sack of pennies though. Now this bag right here looks super interesting. It says 10 silver dollars for George VI. I'm not sure exactly what he meant by that, but it looks like we got some serious silver dollarage going on in here. Oh my. There's a Quebec one. Oh, this is awesome. Some serious silver to add to the stack. Looks like we got a couple nickel dollars in there. We'll take a look at those after. A 1953. Oh, I see some George silver dollars up ahead. Yes, let's see what we got. Let's see. This one has, I don't know what happened to this one, but God, it has been through the absolute meat grinder. 1950. I don't know if someone did that on purpose, but look at those dings we got on the rim right there, my lord. 1950 though, it's a nice oldie. 1954, young head. Another Quebec. Lots of these Quebecs. This one's in pretty good shape. Oh Lord, 1959. Oh, here we go. Another George VI silver dollar. Oh, this one's in 1949. Oh, I love this design. Not the rarest, but it does have a premium just because there's only one year that has this design, and it's the 49. That is absolutely... Oh, and look at this. We have what looks like a cameo goose dollar. This one's in pretty good shape. I don't know what kind of Imperial Bank of Commerce. Interesting. So I wonder if maybe he got this back in the day when these came out, maybe back in '67. That is awesome. That is a lot of silver dollars right there. My lord. What do we got? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 silver dollars and 3 nickel silver dollars. Looks like they're all 1970 and 1969. So these aren't going to be nearly as valuable as the actual silver dollars, which this is just an absolute gold mine right here. Alright, let's see what else we got in this little container right here. I don't see anything that looks too silvery, but we do have a 1974 Ike dollar. This is going to be my first Ike dollar. I've actually never gotten one of these before, so that is pretty cool. Gotten lots of halves and quarters and dimes and whatnot, but none of these bad boys. Pretty sweet. Looks like we have some other Canadians in here. That's a nice shiny 86. Oh, there might be one silver. Maybe I lied. What is this? A 1959 Younghead silver half dollar. Awesome. The more silver, the better. I'm actually just going to throw this in the bucket with the other silvers over there. $19.75. And this last one is going to be a US half dollar. $19.85. Don't see a mint. Oh, right there. $19.85 Denver. Nice. All right, now this envelope says 5 50-cent pieces Canadian. Hopefully 5 silver. Oh yes. That's what you want to see right there. Oh my. Oh, I want to take that one out of my hand. I don't want to tarnish it. In fact, I'm going to take all these and look at them one by one, but they all look like silver to me. 1966. Oh, I thought that was a 47 for a second. Oh, that's too bad. But in 1942, George VI half dollar. Nice. Very nice. 1964, probably like the most common year, or one of the most common for the silver half dollars. Another nickel one, 1971 nickel half dollar. And then guys, look at this right here, a 1908 Newfoundland. That is King Edward on the reverse. Now I don't know about value, but this might actually be worth a little bit of money right here. Some of these can be very, very low mintage. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research on this and see how much this one is worth, but it's definitely the nicest half dollar I believe we have found so far. So that is absolutely awesome. Lots and lots of silver. All right, starting to break into this box of goodies. The first envelope I just opened said 39 American nickels, and they're all mixed date Jeffersons, but mostly 64s, which is like the most common date for Jeffersons. But I did find one nice old 1947. Don't think I can see a mint mark. It's too bad it's not a 45, or else it would be silver most likely, but still a nice old Jefferson I will always take. A lot of people don't really know what coins to hold on to, so they just hold on to anything they think is older. But usually for Jefferson nickels, I only keep anything 1959 and older. Now this one could be the same case, or it could be a little more interesting. There could be some George V Canadian nickels in here. If we are very lucky, well, there's some George VI in there for sure. Oh, in 1951. Well, let's just dump the rest out. Oh, yes, it seems like lots of 1951s in here. Oh, and there's George, what is this right here? Oh, that's a 1928. I thought it might be a 25 for a second. But just taking a quick glance to see if there's any other George V's in there. And I don't think I see any. I think they're mainly George VI, one 1965. But that is still a pretty nice little hoard of George VI nickels. I don't see any V nickels in there. Oh, I spoke too soon right there. 1944, one of my favorite nickels. Beautiful, a nice little hoard of Georgies. All right, let's keep pressing on here in this little treasure trove and see what else we got. What does this say? 8 quarters, $8 American money. I have a feeling this is going to be mainly state quarters and probably just Washington quarters. Probably not a whole lot of silver. They got to be 1964 or older to be silver. Easiest way we can check is to just do an edge check really quick. But they all look like Washington quarters to me. And I don't see any silver edges on there either. They all look like the good old copper sandwiches. But you can always take these into the bank or save them and go to the US eventually. And they are definitely worth more than Canadian. The rest of this just looks like basically memorial pennies and some Roosevelt dimes. I don't see any silver or any wheat pennies or anything too old in there. I'll make sure to dig through and do my due diligence and make sure there isn't anything good that I'm missing out on, but I don't want to make you guys have to sit here while I dig through all these. So we'll move on to the good bucket. So as far as this jar, I honestly do not even have words. This thing is just so hefty with silver coins. There is quarters, dimes, I think there's some half dollars in there, and I cannot wait to dig through and see what kind of goodies we have. But one coin I noticed when I picked this up was this right here, which looked really old, and it definitely intrigued me. And this is actually a French half sol from the year 1781. So this is an incredibly old French coin. I'm not too sure about the value, but just the fact that it is that old, you can see the way it was struck is pretty crude. It has like denticles over here. I don't know if it had some on this side at one point, but if it was pressed back then, it was a lot cruder than the coin technology nowadays, but still a very beautiful coin to have survived all this time and have all this detail like this. That is absolutely awesome. I have no idea how he would have come about this. If someone just gave it to him in a taxi cab by accident, or maybe he just acquired it over his travels, but this is a very awesome old French coin, and I'm very, very stoked to add this to my collection. But what do you guys say I dump this bad boy in and just take a little gander at the heft of this silver pile right here. This is absolutely insane. I can see silver dollars already. What's this one? A 1959 Young Head. Oh, I see several silver dollars. A 1969. These ones are dark. You can tell they've been sitting in a big old pile for a long time. And there's just random stuff like this. I don't even know. 1732. There's no way. Yeah, this looks like a replica or a knockoff. Silver pillar dollar, piece of 8. There's no way that they put that on there back in those days, but pretty cool little replica there. Who knows what other little goodies are lying in this pile that aren't actually silver. What is this? Banco Nacional Buenos Aires, 1827. Oh my, this is an oldie too for the condition. Look at the condition on that. That's not bad. It doesn't have much luster, but it hasn't had much wear. It has a lot of detail on it. That's crazy. Let's see what other random coins we might have in this pile. This is 1977. That one's not too old. Let's see what these ones are. Oh, I've seen these before. These are like medallion tokens or something like that, but those are cool. There's another one right there. This one has a hole in it, so obviously going to take away from the value. And then, oh my word, what else do we got here? A few more. Oh, this is a nickel dollar. Another nickel, and it looks like a few more silver dollars. What's this one? 65. 65. This one's in good shape too. Let's get some milking on the back there. A little milky on the back. And another 65. This one's got some luster on it. Nice cameo on the back if it wasn't so tarnished. And I think I see a few more other randoms in here. Oh, that's a US. 1981. That's not silver. What's this? Deutsche Schaland Bunderspitten. It's a Deutschmark. A 1951 Deutschmark. So this may possibly be silver, actually. I love the German coins. This one doesn't have a swastika on it because it's not Third Reich era. It's 6 years after that, but I'm pretty sure they were probably still making their coins out of silver at that point. It has a J mint mark, so you can indicate where it is from. I'm not an expert on German coins, but very, very cool. Now, as far as these, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go through and organize them all into piles, tell you how much we have of each of them, and if I spot any rare dates, then I will let you guys know. But I can spot quite a few cougars already, and it looks like we got some mackerels in here as well. But maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe there will be a 1948 dime or something like that sitting in this pile. Oh, there's another random little coin. Looks like Italian, 1953. That's a nice oldie too, but this one I think is probably made out of like nickel or, I don't know, aluminum. But a lot to go through here. I'll tune you guys back in once I have this all stacked up, and then we shall wrap this video up. Alrighty, well, I have finished sorting through all of this silver. I looked through all of the quarters and the dimes, and I didn't find anything too crazy, nothing that jumped out at me, no key dates or anything like that. But I do have a final tally for all of the silver that I accumulated here. So we have 52 1968 to 1967 dimes. We have 27 1953 to 1966. We have 4 George VI dimes. I have 5 George VI quarters, 32 1968 quarters, so tons and tons of 1968s, both dimes and quarters, in this collection. We have 9 Bobcat quarters and 17 80% Elizabeth quarters. We also have 4 silver half dollars right here, and we have 1 silver Newfoundland half dollar right there, which will definitely have a premium because it is a Newfoundland half dollar. And we also have 17 silver dollars, including the 1935 and the 1947. We also have these awesome cards. I don't know how collectible these things are, but I'm willing to bet that a lot of coin collectors would like to have these in their collection. Now, I noticed here on the back, actually, it says lever potato chips. So I don't know if these were handed out as collectible cards or if they're just given out at the Canada Coin Exchange, but these things are absolutely awesome, and they are definitely one of my favorite little things about this package right here. Very cool. Now I just want to show you guys this 1947 one more time because it's definitely the holy grail of this collection. Depending on its grade, it could be worth anywhere from $200 to $300. I actually have a 1947 Maple Leaf half dollar that this would accompany very well. I might try and actually make a typeset. A 1947 Maple Leaf typeset might be a good goal for me in the future when it comes to collecting and coin roll hunting. But if you guys want to let me know what your favorite find is down in the comments, I would definitely appreciate it. But mine is definitely that bad boy right there. But we also have this 1781 French Soul, which is definitely a goodie, and we have just a whole assortment. We got the Jefferson nickel, we have this Buenos Aires 1800s coin. This was absolutely epic. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm very stoked to be able to add some silver and variety to my collection. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up, and please subscribe if you would like to see more like this in the future. Hopefully I can grab some more epic collections like this. I mean, I'm not going to get any handed down to me most likely, but I can definitely score some good lots from the coin shop. Also, if you guys would like to grab my new coin roll mats or any of my merch, it should be down below the comment section. I have all sorts of designs from pennies to nickels to quarters, and we have more on the way. So if you guys want to support my channel and also increase your chance of finding those rare and valuable coins in your hunts, then give my coin roll mats a little look-see. But other than that, guys, that's going to do it for this one. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. Until the next one, peace out and have a good one, y'all.